Warm welcome to the highlights of day 3 of the second test match, Sri Lanka versus Ireland. It is the Nippon Paint Cup series. It's at the Galle International Stadium. Let's take a look at the pitch, and I'll tell you, this pitch has surprised quite a few. There have been lots of runs on this surface. Wickets have been pretty hard to come by. Batsmen enjoying it. But the interesting question is, how will it play on day 3? Let's show you where the game is. Ireland made a very impressive 492, 100 for Camper and Sterling, and a near 100 for Balbirnie. And Sri Lanka looking solid, 81 without loss, with Madushka and Dimut Kanaratne negotiating that last session. Still 411 runs behind. We're about to start the action. Let's go across and join Tino Mavayo and Babis Maharu.
Captain Dimut Karunaratne, 39 not out. It's come in quick time, 45 balls. He's a man in good form, isn't he? 170, of course, in that first test match. And Nishan Madushka. It's taken a little bit longer to get his runs, but he's looked good for his 41. No surprises. Andy McBride. 7.1 overs yesterday. As we get ready for ball number 1 on day 3. It's Andy McBride.
Oh! Good start, fella. Good start, mate.
Leg slip in. Oh, it's an outside edge. There is width. Dimut Karunaratne. Not sure if this was intentional, but the result is good. And there it is. Just tucks it into the onside. Come back for a couple. And he'll celebrate his 50th. His 35th career 50, I beg your pardon. Bit of swing into the left-hander. This time he goes fine. And it goes for 4. He's very strong there. Maneuvers himself into a position where he's just got a bit of room to play through the offside. What a good shot. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful cricket shot.
Beautifully played through extra cover and brings up the first 50 in his career. Nishan Madushka won't be the last side, young man. You have played very well. Well done.
Karunaratne swings the bat and swings profitably for 4. I'm not sure if there's anything on this. That will run for 4. Keep an eye on the umpire. It's leg buys. Oh, that's a rank full toss, and that's put away. You can't bowl that to the Sri Lankan captain.
Harry, dive.
Bowled.
Very good.
Single off the last ball. Frustrating for Ben White. The 150 up for Sri Lanka, and it's come in 32 overs.
Played late, Madushka. Building on the start that he's got.
Through extra cover, but a lovely shot by Dimut Kanaratne.
Oh.
Nice use of the feet, very good use of the feet. Maneuvered it through extra cover for 4.
Get it, Whitey.
Down the ground, very well timed, and playing it with a very straight bat. Well played. That's his 100. His consecutive hundreds at Galle. 16th in his career. And he's got 6 at goal. Now, he got 100 in the first test. He's got another one here. He's 6th. 16 test hundreds and counting. Well played, captain. Indeed, they stand to the captain. They appreciate it. They know what an important innings it may be under the circumstances. They're up against a score of 492. And Sri Lanka needed this start. And the captain has led from the front.
Oh yes, that's juicy. It's put away. Madushka.
You're not very strong, boss.
Shot again. And through the extra cover. This is a very expensive over for Ireland. 15 runs in that over and brings up the 200 as well.
That's 4. Into the 90s goes Madushka. Harry Tectates, he's hammered that. One hit away from 100. Nishan Madushka. Full. Uses his feet again, and there it is. Nishan Madushka brings about his maiden test 100 with a 6. A wonderful knock. He's deserved his opportunity here in international cricket. Heaps of runs, first class level. Madushka stretches his arms, hits it for 6 and celebrates. Top edge, gone. Trying to control it, Karunaratne perishes. Camphor gets his man. Oh, you try something different and you hope it comes off. He's not looking at it. Doesn't move. Humphreys gobbles it up. 115 to Dimuth Karunaratne on the stroke of lunch. Sri Lanka 228 for 1. They'll be happy. They've got a good start. They've lost the captain, Sri Lanka, going into lunch on the 3rd day. But Ireland, they've been made to toil. Madushka, maiden test 100. He's still out there. 147 runs in that session, scoring at almost 5 and over. Ireland 492, hundreds to Camphor, 100 to Sterling. Jayasuriya 5 wickets once again. Sri Lanka 228 for 1. Karunaratne, Madushka 100, still trailing by 264 runs.
Wicket captain fell just before lunch. Kusal Mendes
Over the wicket.
is the man who will stride out to the middle.
Nishan Madushka, 104 not out.
2 off.
But Kusal Mendes has just come in, daunting for the Irish bowlers. He's all on his CV. He's got 2 of those 800s here at Galle. Curtis Camphor is having a fine all-round match, 111 in the Ireland innings, and here he is now with the ball. Here we go, afternoon session. You don't want to drag it down there. He's just pulled it down with his fingers. It's so difficult. It is such an art, which made the great Shane Warne the great bowler that he was. And here we go again. It's short again. And it'll be 4 more. Down the leg side. It's a poor line and it's punished. Good looking shot. That pierces the gap at extra cover. This is 4. Too wide, and it's too full.
He was itching, he was waiting. He needed just a half an imitation, and he pounced on it. Goes again, this time down the ground. It's another boundary.
Get it. Hurry, run him out. Keep on.
Good running, good running. Oh, that's a direct hit. Direct hit.
Keep running it forward for me, please. Just keep running forward, forward. The bat's grounded behind the popping crease when the ball strikes the wickets and the bails is dislodged. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
I told you it can be tight. It's very tight. Very, very, very tight. Maybe milliseconds in it. Oh goodness. Balbirnie. He's been waiting and waiting. And when the opportunity came, he somehow missed it.
Look, this happens. You've been fielding for a while. Not even a single chance has come your way, and you tend to switch off. It's hard. That shot. Mendes puts it onto the grass banks to bring up Sri Lanka's 300.
Just dragged it down a fraction, and it's enough for Mendes to get underneath it. Well, that's put away as well. That should go for 4. It does just. And it's 50 for Kusal Mendes. It's come at a rate of knots as well. There's only 59 deliveries. So much batting to come.
They look tired. They look tired of clapping.
Oh, full toss. And gone all the way. It's 6 more. Mendes with his second 6.
Those hit-me deliveries, way too frequent. 322 for 1.
It's a bad ball and it is punished. Ireland are just delivering too many of these.
100 partnership, the second of the innings for Sri Lanka. Every over, they get one of these and they can't believe their luck. I told you they're tired clapping. They're not clapping anymore. It's just the smiles. Still a good 40 minutes to tea.
Keep going, Hobbs.
Pai served early. I'm just looking around to see if we have been served. No, not yet. We got to wait till tea.
Drags it down this time. So the demons are in the head of Matthew Humphreys. It's another 6. And it's a daunting challenge, this, for someone who's making their first class and test debut in this match. It's asking too much for the youngster. He's getting hammered.
Can hit it anywhere. Can hit it anywhere.
Picked up again. Is it 3 consecutive 6s? Yes, it is. Mendes on the march.
It's a Mendes special once again.
That's it.
Last 46 runs in 29 balls. He hit a 6 in the previous over. That was also a juicy full toss. So 24 runs in 4 balls in the last few minutes. And finally a field change. The fielder with the helmet disappears. He goes off to deep mid-wicket. He's got one delivery left in this over.
It's a bad ball. Helped on its way. Another boundary.
The truth is, he hasn't really had to work all that hard for his runs. That's a good bit of fielding.
Throw it. Well done, Whitey.
On the boundary, he saved a single.
Good stuff, Whitey. Well done, Whitey.
Checking boundary, checking.
The 350 is up. Good fielding, very good fielding. That's a massive load those clouds are carrying, Tino.
Yeah, it is, Roshan. I think if that comes, we're going to get a few more mills than we did last night.
357 for 1. What do you think they're talking about? They're worried about the weather? Or is Balbirnie not feeling well? He wants to go off? Or something seemed to be concerning him. Or is it the light? I think, yes, yes. I think they've offered the light and the batters are coming off. So are the
Yeah, for the fast bowler. Only
the rest
fast
of the
bowler.
fielders. So play has been suspended.
Yeah, we asked them to operate spin, but your captain.
I'm wondering whether it is early tea. There is a possibility of it being early tea. But both batters can smile. Maduska on 149. And Kusal Mendes looking good on 83. And play has been stopped due to bad light with Sri Lanka. 357 for 1.
There he is. We'll take a reading from both ends, and that'll be the standard throughout the test match. Whatever that reading is as to when the players will go off the field. 357 for 1. There's 3 overs to the new ball. Sri Lanka in total control.
That run rate tells you that it's been a dominance. The wickets column says only 1 so far out of both sessions, and it's been a complete dominance of bat over ball. It's no different with Ireland batted, but I think Sri Lanka has done it even better. The scorecard, which we will show you, confirms the type of dominance the batsmen have had over the bowlers. Maduska on a maiden 149 not out. Dimuth Karunaratne out for 115. Kusal Mendes closing in on yet another 100.
Not much to speak about from the bowlers. It's been extremely tough. Two seamers, McBride and Newman, have tried to keep it as quiet as possible. And it's the slow bowlers, Tector, White, Humphreys, who've been rather expensive. A 1 wicket taker, Camphor, 1 for 47 in his 12 overs. He's given the best that he has.
Right now, it is absolutely bucketing down with rain. We've got thunder and lightning, but the ground staff once again have done a wonderful job. We've got the whole playing area covered. So that's our news. Play has been called off for the day. We look forward to your company on day 4 here in Galle. This is in their first innings, rather. This is in reply to Ireland's 492. It means that Sri Lanka are trailing by 135 after 3 days of cricket here in Galle.